Welcome to Renewed Mind Revolution podcast with your host, Michelle Cook Hall. This is the last episode of the year. Can you believe it? For an entire year, we have rocked and we have rolled together. We have shared so much in the year 2020, and I talked about that in our last podcast, last segment. And so on this day, come on, let's mark that down. December the 31st, 2020. Come on. You cannot tell me you're not excited about the conclusion of this year, because I am. And I'm confident that the same God who kept us in 2020 will keep us in 2021. So that's why I anticipate 2021. There are still so many changes. There are still so many challenges that we are dealing with, even in the conclusion of the year 2020. But we have shown ourselves to be not survivors. Come on, not survivors. We talk about that word, but what? Conquerors. We are conquerors. We are more than conquerors according to the word. And so that's what we are. We don't just, come out of something broken, come out of something falling apart and damaged, but we come out stronger and better than we have ever been before, because we gain the lessons out of our struggle. We gain the lessons out of our turbulent moments and life moments, and we learn from those times to become a better person. So that's what it's all about. These things that have come into our lives, even now in the year 2020, is not to destroy us. It's not to break you. It's not to cause your demise, but it is to develop you. If God has allowed it to come to you, if He has allowed it to come to me, that means that it's something out of that I am supposed to get. That is something out of this that you're supposed to get. And so if we focus more on what is it that you're trying to show me, Lord? What is it that you're trying to tell me? If we focus more on that than complaining about the process of the struggle, the process of the life moment, we will see different results. So it's about us changing our perspective. We're going to keep doing that. We talked about that a lot in 2020. And we're going to continue to talk about that in 2021, changing our perspective, because that changes our life. When we begin to look at things from a different angle and in a different way, it changes our life. You're never too old to change. You're never too old to change. Let me say that one more time for the people in the back of the room. You are never, ever too old to change. We are very strong people. We are God's creation, and it's so evident to me how strong we are as I watch individuals who have overcome so many obstacles during this pandemic and who are continuing every day to push forward, press, and persevere. And so you're strong. You are strong. It's in your DNA to not survive, but to conquer, to master. And I am so grateful to be able to share my journey a little bit with you guys. And so it has been awesome. It has been great. It has been fun. It has been informative. The ability to come on and share a little bit of my life, a little bit of experience, a little bit of politics, a little bit of religion, a little bit of emotional health, physical health, a little bit of everything on here. Family. It has been my pleasure, because I know once again that when I help you, I am helping myself. And so as we are preparing our hearts, our minds, and our spirits for 2021, I want to make sure again that you are taking the proper position So we want to make sure that we're leaving the things that try to kill, steal, and destroy us in 2020. We're going to leave it there. We're not going to take it with us to 2021. We're going to make sure that our mindset is clear and focused on the new. And it's great to be able to kind of revamp, see the things that you might have made a mistake on in 2020, but let's not repeat those in 2021. Let's not take that baggage. We talk about in 2020 how you cannot put new wine in the old wine skin. So we don't want to take all the baggage from 2020 into 2021. We want to make sure that we're focused on a new beginning for ourselves, making sure that we are still focusing on executing our goals. That's important. I've shared with you multiple times that the worst thing to see is someone who has, towards a lot of part of their life, have a life full of regrets. I wish I could have. I wish I, would have tried. I wish I would have started this business. I wish I would have bought that house. I wish I would have, went to school. I wish I would have studied this. I wish I would have. You don't want to be that person. And the only thing that's keeping you from those things and those accomplishments is you. It's you. Can I tell you that? Can I be honest with you before we go into 2021? The only thing that keeps us from mastering the next is us. We keep ourselves. Now we can tell ourselves that it's this circumstance, it's this situation, it's my upbringing, it's my social economic status, it's my community, it's my family, it's my friends. We can tell ourselves as much as we would like to tell ourselves, but the truth of the matter is the only person that is keeping you and I from doing what we want to do, that we desire to do in the next, is ourselves. It's amazing to me how we can find ways to do other things that is not beneficial, it's not productive. We have the time, we have the energy, we have the resources to complete those assignments. But when it's something that we really should be doing, we really need to focus, buckle down, and get done, then we make excuses and say that other people or other things are keeping us from doing it. But let's leave that alone in 2020. Let's leave that behind. Let's be realistic and honest with ourselves and say that, you know what, it's been me all along. So let me change that. Let me put forth an effort to change that. I speak from a place of experience. I've seen people who, have made so many excuses as to why they haven't gone to the next. And then I've seen people who've done the total opposite, who have master after master after master after master everything that they wanted to do because they didn't allow circumstances or situation or even people to stop them from doing it. So it is so possible for you, and I want to encourage you to do that in 2021. We cannot focus on what we didn't do before, but we can focus on now what we can do, what we should do, and what we will do. And so I'm excited for the next chapters of our lives. I will be going back to my classes in January. I had a little break, and I'm soaking all of that in, you guys. I'm soaking it all in. You all are on this journey with me. When I tell you I am trying to be totally relaxed and try to really enjoy this little break before I go back, I am doing that. Okay, I did get my grades back. I took 3 classes. I don't know if I told you guys that. I don't know what I was thinking when I did that after not being in school for 20 years, and to jump in and do 3 classes was a lot for me. But I did it, and I'm so grateful that I was able to get all A's on all of my courses. So I give God the glory for that. I won't be doing that again, though. I'm taking 2 classes. I'm going to be smart. I'm going to work smart this time, okay? And so I'm excited about my next classes. We'll be sharing that information with you guys because we're on this journey together, right? Because I'm showing you that it's not just about me talking, but it's about me showing you that you can start all over again, that you can, no matter what age you are, begin to pursue your goals. And so for those who have not listened to my previous recordings, understand that I have not been in school for over 20 years. I decided to take this pandemic time and go to back to school to get my master's in divinity. So I am excited about that journey. And I have beautiful people to share this journey with me. So I just wanted to say to you guys, a happy new year, speaking prosperity, speaking good health, speaking productivity for you. I'm praying for closure. Sometimes we need closure in our lives. So for those of you who need closure in different areas of your life, I'm praying that you get closure so that you can focus on the next, because sometimes it's hard to close a chapter when go to the next chapter when you haven't closed the previous chapter or finished the previous chapter. I know people who say, I don't need closure, I'm fine, I can just move on. But then you see they have a lot of residue and baggage from the previous chapter. So I am praying for those who are wise enough to understand and know that you actually do need closure. I'm praying that you get that closure that you need so that you can move on to the next. I'm praying for health over your families. This pandemic has been strenuous on all of us. More than others have experienced great grief during this time, and then now there's a new strain out there, which is something else that they want you to worry about, but I'm not going to worry about that. Amen. I'm not going to worry about that. So we're going to trust that things will work out. It will work out for you, those who are listening, and it's going to work out for me and my family as well. So I'm praying for health over our families. I'm praying for finances. It's not an area that I really like to talk about a lot, but being, aware of those who are suffering right now financially. We can't eat without money. Okay, we can't keep our lights on, our gas on. We can't provide for our families without money. So although it's not something that I always like to talk about, it is a need and necessity for us to be able to have our basic needs, right? So we can't always count on those who are in leadership to, take their high role and do what's right on behalf of the people. So I am praying, for your family. I'm praying that you don't miss a meal. I'm praying that your needs be met. I'm praying that your family is covered and kept during this time as we move forward in 2021, that it does not affect your livelihood or the functioning of your family, that your children are cared for, your parents are cared for, yourself, is cared for and taken care of, and that you don't have to want for no good thing. Amen. Agree with me with that today, that you will want for no good thing. Nothing will be kept from you or held from you. Whatever the Lord has for you and me, we will receive in the year 2021. And so I'm just so thankful. I'm thankful, you guys, to be here, to be able to share with you, to be able to conclude 2020 with people that I care about. I'm going to be surrounded by my family, my immediate family, and we're going to celebrate together entering into 2021. And I'm not sure how your circle is going to look, but just know that you are not alone, and that God is with you always. He will never leave you, nor will He forsake you. That's what the Word says. Amen. So I know what it's like to be in a place, and I've been there where there was no one else around, and I was, in a very tough spot, and no one but God. No one but God. So I know what that feels like. So trust me when I tell you, He will be there. He will be there, and He will never leave you. I love you guys, and I'm thankful. Remember to share this podcast with those who need to hear this information. Remember to go and support this podcast. Remember to go on Amazon.com or Barnes & Noble and look at the books, Breaking Family Ties, Faith versus Fear, and The Crown. And remember to follow me on other social media platforms such as Facebook, Instagram, and on Twitter. God bless you guys and have an outstanding day.